Aloha class, today I'll be talking about how to add in type to our websites, and I'll be showing how I used good typography to make changes in our site. So this right here is what we've had, the changes that we've made so far to our site. Basically, it's still pretty plain and simple, but after this assignment, our design is going to turn out to look somewhat like this. So you can tell between the two styles that the font is different. There's more line spacing. It's a little bit easier to read and navigate through. And I'll go ahead and show how I did that in CSS, but first I'll talk about the typography. One of the main differences is obviously the fonts. I used Muli for some of the topic headings, as well as Ubuntu for some of the for the articles. Now they're both web fonts, so I had to copy links over into CSS in order to have these fonts appear on my web page. I'll go ahead and explain that in just a second. But some other things I did is I created good line spacing just to make this article area a little more readable. Also, you can see that the difference with the font here. I had a serif font, and I switched that to a sans serif font, just making it a little bit more legible, a little bit more readable for our viewers. I also created some that also creates hierarchy with the topic being a little bit bolder, and then using size to create hierarchy. The way that we were able to do this is here in CSS first. So up here in the top area for the header, I created the font family of Muli, and it's a sans serif font, so that just shows that that's going to be the font that we use. We always have to have a backup font just in case that font for some reason doesn't work, so we have that here as well. Now through here I can, like right here in the article, we have the same thing, Ubuntu, with the line height of 150%, font size, letter spacing. These are all different changes that we can make in here to make sure that those fonts pull over. And I'll show, if we go back to index right here as well. Here in index, this is where we bring in the links from the Google Fonts in order to pull these font styles over. So here we have the link for Ubuntu and also the link for Muli, and that'll help pull, or that will pull everything over for our web design. And so once we do that, then we can kind of just play around with the size and the font families, the line height, and different types of typography, so that we can come up with something like this, something that displays good typography in order to work well for our viewers and for our readers. In the future, we're going to add in more color and images and a little bit more content. So you can see as we progress, our website is evolving into something that's that looks a lot more professional and a lot more user-friendly. You can just tell the difference between the two here. This one is just a lot better. So yeah, good luck with using typography, and good luck using it with your CSS file.